Hello everyone, we are back with this Robinhood. So as you can see, 48% down. I think the first video was around 60 something percent. So of course I added more money to make it more easier. So yeah, buying power, as you can see, $1,000 around there. Reason why is most of that money was from options that I didn't use or I had on the side, when I was doing options. So with that money, I invest it on some of these stuff I have. Like give you an example right now. SCHD, like the last one was 134. So that was when the 30 it went to RSI for 30, or yeah, for like the 4 hour chart. But the next one, which I haven't done yet because I put half of it. I mean, I can't really explain it that much because I had like $1,698 at the time when I was starting to add, and I wanted to put a certain amount. Like for SCHD, I want to own like 15.80% of the portfolio in SCHD. And when it hit the 30 RSI, I put in half when it was 4 hours. So that was like 15.80 times 1,698, and it was 134 for half of that. So the total is 134 times 2, whatever that is. So the other 134 is still remaining in the buying power. Some of them, like for example Pepsi, I already did all of it already. Let me see, where is it? Where is it? $14. So 1468, that was when RSI was below 30 for 4 hour, but then later it went right over here. It went to the daily under 30 for the daily chart. So it was like $28 in total for, I think I want to own like 1.73% of Pepsi for the total portfolio. So yeah, that's like the strategy of that. Like but when I get my paycheck, I put money here, 300 to 250 for every week, and that's just buying either if it's high or if it's low. I don't really care. But like with this, the 1,000, and probably I will add, I don't know, maybe 5 to 6K in here of extra cash I have in the side, which I saved up when I didn't get into the stock market during all these years. So yeah, that's the strategy. But I want to talk a little bit about the dividend growth side of my portfolio. Like for example, Home Depot, the Costco's, and all that. So as you can tell, that I like my portfolio. I don't know what's your goals, but for me, I have a mix of growth and high growth dividends because I want a mixture of it. Because I'm doing my Weibo on the high yield ETFs for passive income. Not a lot of money there, but continue to grow that every week. And then this one is a bigger account, so I'm probably expecting the Weibo to be bigger because how high it is. Like the yields on this, it's not that much, but they grow. The dividends grow every year basically, so that's good. So like basically inflation, it can help with that. Not the high yield ETFs; they're usually unpredictable on like what week they're paying out. So yeah, so I got most of this stuff from like Joseph Carlson on YouTube. He's a really good YouTuber. That's how I got into it. So I basically binge watched his podcast on Spotify, like from his first episode to his most recent one. I got a lot of value from that. So that's how I got like this side of the portfolio for like Visa, MasterCard, and then I have the growth ones on the top. Like SCHD and DGRO are good ones because like the dividends. So yeah, like what you got to do is continue to listen. Like if you're at work, if you have a 9 to 5, like I do, if you can, put your earbuds in that. Listen to podcasts like Joseph Carlson, or listen to Robert Kiyosaki or Grant Cardone. Like me, I don't buy anything from them. I just listen the advice they give, and then I compare it to what other people say. I'm like, oh, okay, like cash flow. Grant Cardone and Robert Kiyosaki and Joseph Carlson, they talk about cash flow, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like real estate, but they're on the real estate side. But for me, I was like, well, what about the high yield ETFs? So I chose that for my smaller account, and that has a freaking high yield for those dividends compared to the high growth. But the high growth have a better for long term. When they reach it, like I have a lot of time, like 20 years or whatever, but I want to retire as soon as possible. So I have my high yield ETF for whatever, maybe I don't know, expenses for like rent. I'm not sure yet, but maybe like retirement. It depends. I don't really have a goal yet because I am pretty young and like 21 years old. So yeah, so that's the video. Not much happened too much concerning XRP and XLM. They're basically around the same prices, but I did buy a lot more XLM, like around like 22. See, like the 22, that's when the RSI went below 30 on the 4 hour. So yeah, thank you. See you guys.